everybody? It's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. You might say, Bourbon Bill, why you dress so fine? I'll give you example A or example B. Could be I just got off of work. Could be we're about to review one of the most highfalutin, pinkies up drinking experience whiskeys that you better be a top earner to afford. It's sample of Calumet 18 Centennial Edition. Holy smokes, that's a mouthful. Big shout out to Michael David. Thank you, sir, for the sample of this beautiful Calumet 18 sample, but I'll throw a picture up of the bottle. When I say Bourbon Bill Calumet 18, I've been living under a rock. I don't know what it is. What it is a bourbon that they're raking your ass over the coals for an MSRP of $500. 500, like the amount of disposable income to piss that down the toilet is asinine. Okay, so we got that out of the way. The price is absurd. Absurd. Even if it's $400, the price is absurd. Let me just state that. It comes in a cool little decanter bottle. We'll add $50 for that, right? And look, I'm a big fan of the Calumet stuff. Well, they're age-dated LEs, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. They're regular stuff. But the age-dated LEs, guess what they are, everybody? They're all Barton distillate, and Barton makes some killer stuff, especially with age on it. Let's go through a quick trip down memory lane for the recaps here. We had Calumet 14. We had Calumet 15. We had Calumet 16, which was the last that they'd done. There was like a 2-year break. So I think 2023 was the last time they did Calumet 16. Nothing in 2024. And here we are in 2025, and we get a Calumet 17 and the 18. So I hear the 18 is the best one, and that's the only one I got a sample of tonight, so that's what we're going to review. There's also the Sam Houston series, also a 14 and a 15. I don't think they didn't do a 16 of that. So, but guys, let's remember where we left off with Calumet 16, shall we? Here it is. The Calumet 16 bottle had 106 proof. I believe that was the highest proof of any of those other ages, the 14 to 15 and the 16. 106 proof, compute, 53%. Alcohol by volume, generic wine bottle shape. $140 hair MSRP. Under $10 hairs a year is where we last left this series. And it's like everyone that used to work at Wild Turkey pricing their LEs went over to Calumet and were like, well, fuck, well, we'll add a $50 decanter to this with a fancy cardboard box, and son of a bitch, we ended up at $500 hairs for 2 more years of aging. You can kiss my finely clothed ass. Now, I have not smelled it. I have not tasted this in any way, so now we're going to give you the rundown. If you're rich, if you're got a sugar mama, if 500 ain't shit to you, pay attention. If 500 is too much, live vicariously through me in this review. Alright, color, just a little deep, dark, rich mahogany. Pretty nice color on it. Pretty nice color, gotta say. On the nose. Here we go. First sniff. Sweet heavens, does that smell top shelf. Doesn't smell 500, but does certainly smell in that $150 to $200 hair range, we'll say. God damn. I mean, there's a lot of oak here. I get some red fruits. Almost like a red raspberry note. Just walls of oak. Some cherry. God, this smells heavenly, I gotta say. Mouth is just fucking salivating over this. At least if you paid $500, it smells good, right? Like, I mean, there's that redemption to it, right? You know, for those that maybe bought Predictum 15 at 170, you're getting maybe a 17th of this experience. That bourbon was terrible. Go watch my review of that, but I think they originally tried to sell that for $600. Those fools were not smelling anything good for that amount of money. Here though you are. Here though you are. Alright, down the hatch. I can't wait anymore. Oh my God, is that peak Barton? Oh, it's so good. So good. Wow, where do I begin on the flavors here? I think the star of the show here is the finish, although it's a medium length finish. It's not a super long finish. It kind of toes the line between being thin and not. It's weird. Like it just, medium viscosity, we'll say. Now, those negatives out of the way, fantastic flavor profile. Up front, you get some caramels, a little bit of that red raspberry, and then the finish is all just a wall of oak, and this delicious Luxardo cherry note. That Barton does have that note to it sometimes, especially high-aged Barton, certainly does. And man, does that deliver. Just the finish is pure concentrate Barton. I love it. I think the proof point's fine. It's a good proof point for this. It delivers the flavor. It could be a little thicker in the mouthfeel and the finish could last a little longer, but this is damn good. It really is. So Bourbon Bill's rating tonight. If we forget the price, let's assume this is free. Bourbon Bill's rating is an A+++. Bourbon Bill's real life rating, because we always grade according to value, C-. Yes, it's delicious, but the price is absurd, folks. So the absolute peak deliciousness is offset by the absolute horrid horseshit price. Okay, so look, rated would kill me if I spend $500 on a bottle, so I'm not going to do it, even if I see it. If that's not within your budget, let's talk about some alternatives, shall we? First alternative, we've already touched on it. Calumet 16. It's only 2 years younger. It's only 12 proof points lower. Here it is, folks. Calumet 16. 2023 release. I still see these on shelves in 2025. So don't feel like you got to go back into your time machine to get one. On the nose. Not as much oak, but I do get that nice rich cherry. A little bit of fruit note on it. Here's the 18. The 18 just got the oak and it's just richer syrupy cherry, but real nice cherry note on this too, the 16. All right, down the hatch on the 16. Man, is that 16 good. Oh, that's good too. That's the best alternative, folks, for a lot less money. I mean, even today, priced up, they're like $150, $160 a bottle. I mean, let's go get that. The 16 has a similar cherry note. Has some caramels. You know, the oak style back here, right? I mean, it's just less old, right? And it's proof lower. The 18 is just that ramped up, right? Like the 18's better, sure. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is. 18's better, easily, markedly better. But the 16 is very good when you consider the price gap. Just forget it. Forget the 18 exists. Forget the first part of this review. Go pick up a Calumet 16. Side note: if you didn't care for Calumet 16, really don't consider wasting the money. The Calumet 18 is in the same vein as the 16, but just again adds the oak and a more rich, luscious, syrupy cherry. So if you didn't like the 16, guess what? That means you don't like high-aged Barton. So see yourself out. Don't even worry about the 18. It's that simple. Up next, a bottle that carries the same age statement, but a lot less proof. Elijah Craig 18 year, about $150 to $170 here is a bottle. Sure, it's expensive. Sure, it's only 90 proof, which does stink, but it's 18 years old. It's a hell of a lot less than $500 hairs, isn't it? Now, these are all single barrels, so, you know, your mileage could vary. Elijah Craig 18 on the nose. Man, is that rich and oaky as well. This is all more like brown sugar, caramel, and antique oak, right? It's missing that cherry pop of the Calumet 18, but that's because Heaven Hill doesn't generally have that, right? Man, I mean, that almost smells as good as the 18 on the nose. I prefer the Calumet 18 on the nose, but this isn't that far off on the nose. Down the hatch. Man, is that Elijah Craig 18 good. Just as we said, brown sugar, caramels, oak, delicious. Missing the fruit note. Finish is a little shorter, but you know what? It's 90 proof. What do you want? You know, but pricing, significantly below $500 here. Same age statement. You know, like, There's your problem, right? There's your problem. Next up, Knob Creek 18 year. We couldn't pass up a shot to put in the aged monster from Beam. What's the price on this, you might add? $165 hairs. Isn't that just a lot less than 500? Same age, 18 proof points less at only 100 on the nose. There's that delicious dank Beam oak, some like orange marmalade notes in there. Down the hatch. Man, is that good. Man, is that, it's batch 3, by the way. Man, is that good. Back to the Calumet 18. The Calumet 18 has almost this like leather note now on the finish with the cherry. It's so good. It is better than the Knob Creek 18. It is better than the Elijah Craig 18. It's better than the Calumet 16. But these are all very good. You know, and the price discrepancy is like whoop, off the charts. So that's where we struggle, right? Like, yeah, it's very good, but like, are we willing to pay like $350 hairs more? You know, like, or $300 hairs more? Just no, we're not. Russell's 15 year. MSRP, oh, she's high. $275 hairs. 15-year-old Russells. And this one's at 117.2, so it's only 0.8 proof off. Look how damn dark that is. One of the best bourbons released in 2024, it is, sorry to say. Here it is in the mini, and it's darker than the Calumet 18. That should tell you something. Alright, Russell's 15 on the nose. God damn. Russell's 15 is just so dark, rich, and oaky. It's got that like fruit thing going on too. The leather. Russell's 15 down the hatch. Oh. I think the Russell's 15 beats it. Russell's 15 feels thicker on the mouthfeel. Finish feels longer. Calumet 18. The problem with the Calumet 18 is that it's all finish for me. Like, the finish is where it shines. And the flavor doesn't seem to last a long time, but the finish is where it shines. I don't know. But overall, the Russell's 15, I think, is a better sip. I would pick this is the first one I would pick over the Calumet 18, Russell's 15. Now, what's secondary on Russell's 15? $450 to $500 hair. So, I guess if you're like, well, I gotta get it on secondary, you know, they're the same price. There you go. But MSRP to MSRP wise, the Russell's 15 is better. And I mean, Wild Turkey's not known to save you money or not punch you straight in the wallet. So like, the fact that they only asked $275 means that Calumet really fucking overstepped. That's what that means. A blast from the past. Lucky 7 14-year proprietor. A Barton Juice. This one's 14-year-old, but at 134.5. So, is the proof going to matter here? This is higher than Calumet 18, but 4 years younger. But I remember liking this over Calumet 16. So, you know, ages and everything, proof does play a role. Lucky 7 proprietor, 14-year on the nose. Man, just caramels and oaks. Brown sugar. It's not as fruity smelling or cherry smelling as the Calumet 16 or the 18. Lucky 7 proprietor down the hatch. Gosh, is that a good sip? Gosh, is that a good sip? I would say being 14 years old here, compared to everything else we tried tonight, doesn't bring enough oak. But I think it's a better overall layered sip, if you will. But it's not bringing the super old antique leather oak notes that the others are bringing. So we will say it's not as good as the Calumet 18. But again, a couple years ago when these were out, $150 hairs a bottle, $140. Still way less than $500. Because we give you more on this channel. One last comparison. The Grand Pooh Ball, Hardin's Creek, Jacob's Well, Batch 2 or 211 month. 109 proof, and because no Bourbon Bill review is complete without testing everything against the fucking king. Here it is. 17 and a half year Jim Beam at its best. Anyone that's listened to me and bought one of these says, Bourbon Bill, thank you, thank you, thank you for opening my eyes to the best goddamn thing I ever tasted, and you're welcome is all I can say to that. $165 here MSRP. I have not seen it creep above $250 on secondary. It's half fucking price on secondary to Calumet 18, and it's only 9 proof shy, and it's only 6 months shy of the age. But I bet it's gonna smoke Calumet's ass tonight. Jacob's Well 211 on the nose. God damn, it's that raspberry, chocolate, leather, brown sugar, oak. It's all there. It's goddamn perfect. God, so intoxicating. Down the hatch. Oh. Long live the king. So good. Perfect. It's perfect. It is perfect. Leather, oak, raspberry, chocolate. All of it. All of it. It's delicious. Well balanced. Good mouthfeel. Good long finish. It's excellent. Calumet 18. You know, closer. A little bit closer than I cared to imagine. However, the Jacob's Well wins. So, at the end of the day, Calumet 18 is nothing but an overpriced marketing stab at all you idiots with disposable income to spend. And that's the truth. Is it good? Hell yeah. They did a good job on it. They did a good job on it. If you got 500 free doll hairs floating around in your wallet, just burn in a hole. My suggestion, go buy a gun instead. You can buy a pretty nice handgun for 500, which retains value. I would never spend $500 on a bottle of bourbon. I just wouldn't. Sorry to say, I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Is Calumet 18 really good? Absolutely it is. I think this is the best peak Barton that's ever been, and maybe ever will be. We don't know. But by our demonstrated comparisons tonight, it don't stack up. And I almost forgot one while we're sitting here. Nashville Barrel Company, 20 year, 2 fucking years older, at 124 proof. $275 hairs a bottle. Gosh, that's expensive. And we talked about how expensive this is. And those sons of bitches at Calumet thought to double that, almost double that. The audacity. Little NBC 20, or aka Dickel 20 year on there. Now this is for those Dickel lovers, because I know some of you are going to complain, oh, Better Bill, I hate Dickel. You're just wrong. You're wrong. That's all there is to say about it. NBC 20 year on the nose. Oh, God, is that rich on the nose. Just orange peel, oranges, oak for days. With that mineral note down the hatch. Just like the Hardin Creek Jacob's Well 211 beat Calumet 18, so does the NBC 20 year. It's a little more one-noted, but the flavor is richer. All the way through, consistent, better mouthfeel, richer flavor, longer finish. You name it. It's not the same. It's not the same. There's a very unique Barton-esque cherry leather note on the end of the Calumet 18. That's delicious. And you can only really get in high-age Barton. But damn if they ain't going to make you pay for it. So if you like what we saw tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening, everybody.